And good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? What's going on? Now we have one game going on right now. With today's games, I give you. I think we'll win still on that. They're in the second period, folks. We had 4 games last night. Actually 5. Um, but the picks I did good on. Let's get into that real fast. My picks, or my picks record. The first 3 days that I done them. First time I went 9 for 10. Then I went 2 for 5. Then I went 4 for 8. That puts me at 15 for 23. Now, starting a new week or new series, I'm 4 for 4. So, that's all you need to know, folks. Okay. So, let's get right into it. Starting off once again with the Tampa Bay and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Tampa was undefeated at 3-0-0 and 6 points, with Columbus at 1-2-2 and 4 points. And after 60 minutes, the Columbus Blue Jackets beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-2. There were 28 shots on goal for the Blue Jackets and an 0 for 2 power play for them. With a 1 for 3 power play for the Lightning, and the shots on goal for the Lightning were 32. That was pretty good for the Lightning. A very important 2 points, puts them at 6 points for the year, but a very important second win. They're now at 2-2-2 going into their next game, which is, let me double check. 26 against Florida. All right, now let's get to the games that I picked and more. Montreal traveled to Vancouver. This was their second game. Going into the matchup, Montreal was 3-0-2 and 8 points. Vancouver was 2-4-0 and 4 points. After 60 minutes, Montreal wins 5-2. Shots on goal were 33 for the Canadiens, 25 for the Canucks. Both teams were 0 for 3 on the power play. Next was Philadelphia Boston. Philadelphia was 3-1-1 with 7 points. Boston was 2-1-1 and 5 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Boston Bruins beat the Philadelphia Flyers by a score of 6-1. Yeah, 6-1. Pounded them. Shots on goal were 26 for the Bruins, 17 for the Flyers, 3 for 4 on the power play for the Bruins, and 0 for 2 for the Flyers. Well, that's not gives both teams 3 runs. Both teams had 3 wins, but the Bruins picked up a very important third win. So things can go good for them. Now remember, folks, report cards for this month will be out on February 1st. And remember, 2 teams will have an incomplete, which is an I. So, good. Next, the Blues. I'm wearing my alternate. My Saturday alt. Took on the LA Kings. Entering the matchup, the Kings were 1-2 and 4 points. The Blues. Right, Blues were 2-1-1 and 5 points. And after 16 minutes of play, the Blues win 4-2. Shots on goal were 30 for the Blues, 23 for the Kings. The Blues were 1 for 2 on the power play. They finally scored on the power play. And the Kings were 1 for 5. A very good third win for the Blues. That gets them up 7 points for the year. Third place in the division. Anything can still happen. Now, folks, you got to remember, the top 4 teams this year will make the playoffs in each division. Okay? So, you got to be in the top 4. And right now, the Blues got a pretty good chance of doing it. You never know. I'm not going to jinx anything yet, folks, because it'd be wrong to jinx your team. Oh, well, he's in here. Yep, there he is right there. Hey, everybody. I'll show him on camera. Get a thing of my, look at my soda. By the way, this is what I drink. I drink the Zero brand, and this is not bad. Mountain Zero Sugar is very good. It's a little sweeter, I have to say, but it's not that bad. Uh, there is a Zero brand of 7 Up out now, and there's even a Zero brand of Sprite. So check them out, folks. Good sodas. Oh, they are very good. Um, you can have soda without the guilt of sugar. And I do want to say this, I do a regular soda here and there. And I rather have a Zero brand than a regular soda because the Zero brands are better. They just got they might have a little diet taste to them, but hey, I'd rather have that than a regular soda. All right, let's continue. And finally was the Ottawa Senators at the Winnipeg Jets. Entered the matchup, Ottawa was 1-2-1 and 3 points. Winnipeg was 3-1-0 and 6 points. And after 60 minutes, the Winnipeg Jets beat the Ottawa Senators 6-3. Shots on goal were 38 for the Jets, 21 for the Sens, and the Jets were 2 for 3 on the power play, with the Sens being 0 for 2 on the power play. That's what I do is I go to NHL.com, look up sets, and I can see Florida and Carolina were postponed because of COVID in Carolina. So let's get right into today's games. We got a good slew of games. Starting off with Detroit at Chicago. Detroit enters the game with 2 wins, 3 losses, no OTLs, 4 points, with the Blackhawks at 1-3-1 and 3 points. Like I said before, I'm never going to root for the Blackhawks. They could pay me someone could pay me all the money in the world, even the Blackhawks. They could pay me all the money in the world. I will never root for them. Literally, I will never root for the Blackhawks. Go with Detroit. Next is Buffalo at Washington. Buffalo enters the matchup at 1-3-1 and 3 points, with Washington at 3-0-2 and 8 points. Despite no Ovechkin, I think the Cavs will do it. Next is Toronto at Calgary. Toronto's at 4-2-0 and 8 points. Calgary's 2-0-1 and 5 points. I think Toronto will do it. I think Austin Matthews and Tavares will do it. I think they got a good chance. Next, Vegas Knights at Arizona. Vegas is 4-1-0 at 8 points. Arizona is 2-2-1 and 5 points. I'm going with the Knights. I think the Knights will rebound. I think they will win. Next is the Islanders at the Devils. Into the matchup, New York Islanders are 3-1-0 and 6 points. The New Jersey Devils are 2-1-1 and 5 points. I'm going with the Devils. I think PK Subban will have a good game. I think him and the Devils will win. Next are the Rangers, the New York Rangers at Pittsburgh Pirates, not Pirates, Penguins. Rangers are 1-2-1 and 3 points. Pens are 3-2-0 and 6 points. I think I'm going to go with the Pens on this one. Literally, I'm going to go with the Pens. By the way, I want to show you. Now, see, I got a blue dot next to the team. That's who I picked. When you see that blue dot, see, when you get my sheets, when I sub you my sheet, you see the blue dot. That tells you who I picked for the game. Okay. Next is Colorado at Anaheim. Colorado is 3-2-0 and 6 points. Anaheim is 1-2-2 and 4 points. As much as I hate Colorado, I'm going with Anaheim. I will never root for the Crocodiles, really. They do have a player I like, but I will never root for the Crocodiles. By the way, I'll let you guys comment below. If you guys get it right, whoever gets it right, I will literally send you a stat sheet. Yeah, I will send you a stat sheet. And I'll send you one of these stat sheets. You pick the date you want. The dates I have are January 13th through the 14th. The 14th continued through the 16th. The 16th continued through the 18th. 18th continued through the 20th. And the 21st through the 22nd. Those are the sheets I have. You guys can have them. No charge. You guys want one? You guys tell me which ones you want, and I will send them to you. They're autographed. I sign each one, so you guys. It's also a good way to say, hey, I follow this guy, and he has an NHL report he does, and he's willing to give a stat sheet that he has to give to us, so we can look at our favorite teams and like, hey, our favorite team. Captain, let's see here. Their home opener, they beat the Buffalo Sabres 6-0. And he isn't. Now let's get back into it. Second game for the Blues and the Kings tonight. First back to back for them. No, back to back games. The Blues are 1-2-2 and 4 points. That's the Kings. Sorry, the Kings are 1-2-2 and 4 points. The Blues are 1-1 and 7 points. You know who I'm going for? I'm going for the Blues because I love the Blues. I think they got good. I most likely they win, so go Blues. Next is the Sharks at the Wild. Going to the matchup, San Jose is 2-3-0 and 4 points. Minnesota is 4-1-0 and 8 points. I'm going Minnesota. I think Minnesota will do it. Okay. Next is Nashville at Dallas. Nashville is 2-2-0 and 4 points. Dallas is 1-0-0 and 2 points. I'm going Nashville. I still think Dallas got a lot of rust, and they're just coming out COVID protocols. So that's why I'm going with Nashville. Next is finally it's Edmonton and Winnipeg. Edmonton is 2-4-0 and 4 points, and the Winnipeg Jets are 4-1-0 and 8 points. You know, with their new acquisition they got from Columbus, I'm going with Winnipeg. And that is it. I'll see you guys later tonight, most likely, hopefully. Sorry there was no video last night. I got pretty tired. And so that is it. I'll see you guys around. Until then, please stay safe. Take care. The Lord's watching you. I'll see you guys around. Till then, bye.